shall be smiling from ear to ear because we have our alive and kicking Reverend Sophie Father Neil in the studio for Confessions. Borada!
I have to ask the question, Gina. What use is a knight in white satin?
Well, I've no idea.
I think you put an errant K at the beginning of night. I think it's actually N-I-G-H-T.
I've got this picture of knights on their horseback in white satin.
Looking majestic.
Oh.
I mean, they may wear satin pajamas. At night.
Yeah, it was nighttime.
I remember that Galaxy Bar advert. Now in my head that you see this is my brain. Right now I've got knights in white satin with chocolate on the satin. It's just all.
You don't want chocolate on the satin.
Oh dear! You might have thought you'd had an accident.
you need some Daz on that. I tell you.
Gosh, so we get one of these as well, then, do we?
That is adjacent to the confession this morning.
Oh,
it's not, is it?
If I was making the confession, it would be.
Oh my goodness! Oh no! Because it is Thursday morning. It's gone 8 o'clock. We have alive and kicking in the room. The council is assembled.
We are here to pass judgment.
Not wind.
No.
Well, should we just gonna jump straight into it?
Yeah, let's have a dance.
Let's have a dance. Here we go. Father Neil, straight away, immediately, the floor is yours.
This is a very recent one. This is one that happened last week. And even though it's raining at the moment, we've had a set of nice weather. So it is very topical as well. Dear Gina and Tom and the Alive and Kicking duo. Ooh. I like that. It makes us sound like crime fighters.
Well, clearly,
I'm your sidekick.
You are my sidekick.
Yeah, absolutely. I have been, actually, it says Dear Alice and Kicking duo. Not Alive and Kicking, but there we go.
Typo.
Yes. I have been keeping a dark and frosty secret for the last 5 days.
And frosty?
5 days.
Oh.
Last week, we took the kids out in Pembrokeshire to one of those small, quite posh coastal resorts. And whilst we were there, we came across a deli.
Oh.
And it was full of delightful goodies. As the weather was so hot, we splashed out on the good stuff. A tub of ridiculously expensive, genuine Italian triple chocolate gelato. It was for our Saturday and night special occasion. The kind of dessert that comes in a fancy tub with gold writing and a price tag that could fund a small holiday. We put it in the freezer, all excited. But then, on Thursday night, disaster struck. I couldn't get to sleep. It was too hot. I popped down into the kitchen for a glass of water.
Oh, dear.
And somehow, because I wanted ice in the water, I ended up with the freezer open. And magically a spoon appeared in my hand, hovering over the gelato. One taste, I told myself. Quality control. But the triple chocolate was smooth, silky, and studded with glorious chunks. And before I knew it, I'd eaten the whole blooming tub.
The whole tub?
Yep. My spoon was warm, and I was in very deep trouble. So, whilst my partner took the kids out to the park the next day, and not having told him, I rushed back to the deli to replace it. Gone.
No!
Completely sold out. Not even a sad little single serve left. I panicked. I couldn't confess to the family, so I did the unthinkable. I dashed to the nearest supermarket.
Oh my God.
You know, the German one that sells angle grinders in the center aisle. And bought a tub of cheap supermarket chocolate ice cream. The kind that tastes vaguely of cardboard and childhood disappointment. Back home, I hatched my plan. I defrosted the cheap stuff just enough so that it could be stirred. I crumbled in a flake bar for texture, smoothed it lovingly into the original gelato tub, and refroze it.
Hang on. It's got back in the original tub.
It looked almost convincing as long as you squinted and ignored the faint smell of desperation. Saturday night comes. The tub emerged to oohs and ahs, and I sat there sweating as the family dug in. The first spoonfuls were met with silence. And then my partner frowned and said, "This tastes different." My youngest just said, "It's a bit chewy." And I mumbled something about different chocolate batches in Italy this year and kept eating, hoping that no one would notice the tiny bits of flake floating in the brown gloom. So yes, it was me. I ate the posh gelato, replaced it with budget ice cream, and tried to pass it off as authentic. I'll take my punishment, but please don't ban me from dessert forever.
Oh my goodness. So to summarize, they're on a lovely holiday. They've got the nicest ice cream that they can find as a Saturday night treat last night, presumably. If you're just on a weekend having a lovely time, you're all going to share the ice cream together. But in the middle of the night, that whole tub's gone from full to empty through one mouth.
One mouth.
They've tried replacing it.
Yep.
It's out of stock. So they replace it with an imitation.
A pale knockoff.
A pale knockoff into the original tub.
Yeah, but not only that, she went and bought because it had chunks in it. The chocolate gelato had chunks of sort of like gooey, fudgy Italian chocolate.
Oh.
She just bought a flake bar,
just
randomly crumbled it in to the cheap ice cream, and then refroze it in the original tub, and presumably got rid of the incriminating evidence as well.
The replacement
tub.
Replacement, and then around the dinner table, around enjoying this ice cream, kept up the facade.
Yeah,
Gina.
Well, I have managed to do things like this myself in the past. You know, something's there for everyone, and you thought, especially with Easter eggs, they tend to go missing. But this person,
Gina, is the reverse Easter bunny. She's the
where's that gone?
The Easter Hoover.
Yeah. I think Gina's just doing her children a favour. You don't want your children eating all of that chocolate now.
Yeah, make yourself sick.
Yeah. It's a sacrifice.
Yeah, but see, if you apply that logic, you've got to apply it to our confessee this morning.
Yeah. So I'm sort of forgiving on that side because am I forgiving? I don't know. But this is going through my head at the moment. But this person has tripped themselves up, because they've gone and got the cheapest ice cream. Now, you would go to the budget supermarket and you would get the most indulgent ice cream. And then if you wanted to add extra bits and pieces in it, then you might have gotten away with it. But they've tripped themselves up by buying the cheapest.
That's a very good point.
My only thought was that this happened over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And if you tried to buy ice cream from any supermarket over this past weekend, it looked like communist Russia.
There was the only thing left. The freezers,
the freezers were empty. I mean, I don't go shopping for ice cream because it's one of the most hateful substances in existence. As somebody who's allergic to dairy,
your body says no.
Yeah, I can weaponize a tub of ice cream and clear the county. So I don't go shopping for ice cream. However, we did go shopping on Saturday for barbecue ingredients.
Nice.
And yes, I would imagine that the ice cream freezers were very much like the barbecue aisle in the sense that we went in there at about 4:30 on Saturday afternoon.
Good luck.
Yeah. Nothing.
So she was lucky to get anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would have done?
It reeks of desperation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love that.
Do you know what I would have done? I would have been even sneakier than this, right? This is what I'd have done. So I'd have gone and got the ice cream, right? And knowing that it was going to be awful and it was going to be nothing like this quality ice cream, I'd have turned the freezer off and I'd have let it go to sort of like liquid and gone, oh my goodness me, The freezer was never on. Look what's happened. It's been in there for a couple of days. We can't even refreeze it. We can't eat it now. It's gone. And let everybody go, oh, the beautiful ice
Okay,
cream.
Gina's just notched the malevolence up by 3 levels.
She would have sabotaged all of their evening meals
Yep.
by turning off the freezer.
Yeah.
Cover up the fact
Oh,
that you
everything
Yeah.
is defrosted.
Yeah, forget about the prawns, forget about the mince.
Yeah, it's all gone.
couple of things. Firstly, Gina, you need to come and see me and Father Neil in confession properly. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is I think we're missing a very important point here. Okay, all right. So the original sin, okay, was caused by a spoon floating like magic above the ice cream. Now I've had this happen myself.
Yeah, no.
Have you not had this happen as well, G?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Medication.
I think it must have something to do with some energy going on in the house or something. But I truly believe that the poor person, and I'm assuming it's a woman, cannot, I'm not saying why I'm assuming it's a woman, but cannot be held responsible for this magic spoon enticing her and tempting her into the ice cream. So I forgive her for that. And what I don't forgive is the behavior afterwards.
The deceit.
The deceit is beyond. I mean, you know,
No,
come
it's not
on.
beyond, because Gina's deceit would be beyond. I mean, the deceit is reprehensible, but Gina takes it up to difference between a murderer and a serial killer, isn't it? Really?
Helen's in,
Okay.
and Gina has said that she's found herself at the freezer with a floating spoon. Reverend Sophie,
Yeah.
you have found yourself at the freezer with
It's
a floating
just
spoon.
amazing how it happens. It's a shame I haven't caught it on camera, to be honest.
I know.
Yeah.
Helen, I joined in at spoon in hand and ice cream gone. We've all been here. Everyone deserves a treat every now and again. Get yours. You tried to make it up to the family. Just try to replace it with the original at some point soon to make yourself feel better.
Ah, nice. Like that, Helen.
Yeah, and of course they'll be going, oh, tell you what, this batch is better than the one we had before. Yeah, different batches.
batches.
Yeah.
They're never going to try Italian
Yeah.
chocolate ever again because
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to get.
Imported from Italy. See, yeah, this one must have defrosted on the boat. Yeah.
So we've got a forgiven in because we've all found ourselves apparently in front of a
It's the
freezer.
floating spoons. that
It's the
does it.
floating spoons.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful
yeah.
getting that midnight water. Spoons everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's got ice cream on it.
Well,
Yeah.
Gina
I
forgave.
know, right?
Sophie was a half forgiven.
This is true.
The original sin, caused not by an apple but by chocolate ice cream, was forgiven. But the subsequent events.
Can we have some theological correctness here, please? It wasn't an apple; it was a fruit.
It was
we
a
don't
fruit.
know that it was an apple.
Probably a
Oh,
pomegranate,
dear.
but there we go. Yeah,
Honestly.
Go on a sabbatical.
Yeah, I all goes to pot.
Something about a tree and a snake.
And a snake.
Yeah, there's something there. I do have to admit, though, I do think that I'm kind of I because there are two acts here.
Yes.
However, I don't have it in myself to finish. If when I know there's other people and it's she's broken the seal and she's gone into all of it, I can't have the whole thing and be like, my family won't have any of this now because of my gluttony.
That's because you're a different species.
You're a different species. You're a man. Okay. I just putting it out there that we are completely different. and when there is ice cream or chocolate or indeed anything that is like
that we
this,
Yeah.
need, your entire reasoning capacity goes out the window.
My wife and
And
children,
sitting-
my wife and two daughters identify themselves sometimes with bovine capacity. I don't call them cows. They call themselves bovine capacity. They call themselves cows because I will take them out for a nice meal. They will push their plates back and go, I'm absolutely stuffed.
Yeah.
And then the waiter will come across and say, have you got space for dessert? And they'll look at each other and sort of like, well, our
We'll have a
second
look.
stomach
Yeah,
is
Absolutely.
empty.
Ready.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Tallulah's the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's different. It's in the spaces.
It's a different
Yeah.
stomach.
Yeah.
And there is, of course, the wrong time of the month PMT stomach as well.
Yeah.
That's an additional one. That
It's an
grows.
additional one that we have that seems to come out every so often and goes, I need food.
I need something now.
Yeah,
Feed me. Like the shop of horrors.
I think that it does happen to
little
men.
shop horrors.
I think it does happen to men. It's
Okay.
different. I think that men don't have the ice cream craving. I think it's beer and port scratching.
Beer.
But even then, I would still leave a little bit. If I
Of
knew there
course
were
you
other-
would. You're a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
Okay,
See, the
so
difference
Tom
between you and
is
me
going
is
to
that
heaven.
you studied law.
I did.
I studied theology. So you stick to strictly legal interpretations of what is right,
Yeah.
whereas I can create moral arguments to get away with most things.
I come up with creative ones. What I do love is that there was an effort to replace it. They did go back to the shop. They did try and get it sold out. They became a victim of the weather. But I don't know if I can forgive that first action of polishing off the tub.
So you forgive all the malevolence afterwards, but you don't forgive. You're reverse. So
I am.
Reverse me.
I am the reverse Sophie. So I suppose the initial act, actually, I'm going to say not forgiven.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Helen's forgiving.
Okay.
Gina's forgiving and increasing the malevolence.
Yes.
Reverend Sophie is forgiving on the most part, but not the malevolence afterwards.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Father Neil.
Yes. As I believe that ice cream is one of the most noxious substances known to humanity, and I believe that what this lady was doing was actually effectively throwing herself on a live grenade. And
She took one for the family.
Yeah. Because not only did she eat the nice gelato, but then she replaced the gelato with the horrible, cheap knockoff ice cream, thus ensuring that her children and her partner wouldn't want more ice cream in the future, and saving them from a future in which they develop a second stomach. I forgive wholly and completely.
Fully forgiven. Amazing. So let's have a look. So I'm not forgiving. Everyone else is forgiving.
Yes,
Yeah.
partially or wholly and completely.
Yeah. Well. Enjoy your ice cream. Have it all for yourself. Don't care about the family. Go on another summer holiday and have all the ice cream.
It was
It was sacrificial.
Sacrificial action.
Well, thank you very much. Go forth,
Can we give her some Alleluia chorus?
shall we?
Yeah.
Hands to the sky. Oh, wonderful. It does make me feel nice and warm now as well.
We should
Right.
we should have a confessions box at the county show.
Oh, yes.
We should have confessions at the county show. That should be first.
If we have that on the Wednesday, we'll have it ready for the Thursday.
Yes.
Right, if you're heading to the county show on the Wednesday,
Yeah.
send us your confessions in writing. We'll have a box there ready. You give it to a member of the team.
Yeah.
And we might pick yours or a few smaller ones
Yeah.
to read out on Thursday. We'll do a multi-confessional.
Multi-confessional. How
Rapid
exciting.
fire.
Yeah. That'd be amazing. Excellent idea, Reverend Sophie.
Occasionally it happens. Just occasionally.
Occasionally. It's because she's overwhelmed with everything that's coming up. Freedom Festival around the corner.
Freedom Festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
County show.
County show.
County
Yeah.
show. Half-Past Carnival.
Hooray!
Yeah. You're judging.
I am. Hooray!
Hooray! Yes.
What were you judging?
The floats, carnival floats.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
on Saturday, and then
I had to cover my ears the other day because my daughter and my my son-in-law to be in the future said that their family members were creating one of the floats. I went, I can't hear. I don't want to know which one it is. Don't tell me.
Keep it anonymous.
Keep it anonymous. Don't
Yeah.
tell me.
And then because you're back in on Sunday morning,
Yes,
We
we
are.
are
Indeed.
alive and kicking.
alive.
Alive.
Alive. and
Alive
kicking.
and kicking. I love it so much. And what a wonderful way to spend the time in the summer,
I
in
know.
the morning.
I know, amazing.
Yeah. And eating ice cream.
Well, not at 8 o'clock in the morning, surely.
And not with
I
5
think
meal either.
I think
No,
you need
definitely not with-
you need an ice
And
cream fridge in here.
Certainly not
Oh.
with you. in here, we don't.
It depends if there's any floating spoons around her.
Yeah.
It's those magical floating spoons.
Thank you so much for your time as ever on this Thursday morning. And we have put the hands to the sky. I feel like we haven't done that for a while.
It's true.
It is, yeah. No,
Oh no, keys a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That.
I still have that image still flashes in my head of just
It's
these.
good.
This
I'm thinking I
work
need to do it
force.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. You'll be back on Sunday morning. You'll be back again on Tuesday for Gratitude Tuesday.
That's me. And then we're back again next Thursday for
More
confessions
confessions.
at the show.
at
the
the
show.
county show. Cannot wait. In the meantime, we're going to have a traffic update with Link Taxis. We're also going to look at some other events with the Pembroke Coast National Park. We might even throw it over to Evan Sophie because she's quite excited.
I am very excited.
And the feeling, Fill My Little World, going to be playing for us as we approach 8:30. Thanks, guys.
Yay!
At Sinclair Neyland, we're more than just your local dealership.